For the last decade or more, I've been translating from the ancient Greek. And for the star map workshop, many of my history as a maker myself come to bear in the ways that we'll be approaching art over the couple days that we'll have together, which is really thinking about this ancient Greek word cosmos and all that it might imply. And at one level, that's universe, and at another level, that's world. It suggests that a cosmic understanding is one that trusts that the largest that the largest ways in which the world is at work are a deeply patterned and organized and quietly, if strangely, logical area. There's a kind of mind or consciousness at work. Like the work of art begins to show us the kind of pattern or the idea or the body of how the world really is. And we don't have access to that without risking making something ourselves. So we'll be exploring these ideas from really kind of the earliest writing of human consciousness to various iterations moving forward. I've found that, really intense and intimate ways of thinking together can have a impact in one's creative life that far outstrips the number of hours that conversation occurred in. And my hope is that we'll get towards a kind of conversation, a sense of possibility about what making, however it is any one of us might be making, what that means in relation to how we're living our lives among others in the shared space of the world. So that my real hope is that people come feeling, that they leave this feeling confused in the most liberating and encouraging kinds of ways. That is to say, like one steps back into the world feeling the mystery of it in such a way that the only way to get towards an answer of a question is to make something that embodies that question. I really love what happens when people from various angles of life and discipline and making gather together for a few hours to do this extremely intimate and vulnerable thing, which is to ask questions, to read, to make, to think with one another. And I just really trust that when we enter into those kind of communal spaces, that we accomplish things that not one of us can accomplish by ourselves. And one can't predict what that arrival is, but I've never been part of a group honestly learning how to think together that hasn't done something extraordinary.